Good morning, it's Jacob getting back to you with my daily shortcut for today. It's Tuesday, and I was just listening to a coaching call from one of my mentors this morning, and I thought it was pretty important. These seem to be coming at a really great time for me, especially with the way I connect to nature and things that are happening in the cosmic, whether or not I'm directly paying attention with my mind. It's more about a feeling sense with me. Some of you that watch my channel know what I do here. I don't necessarily consider myself, although I study astrology, I don't necessarily consider myself an astrologer per se. More of an intuitive. I do practice some intuitive form of astrology and do a different kind of analysis of things. But today's message that came through my mentor was really about, I think, something that's very valuable to feeling people, and especially empathic people and people that might find themselves on this channel. It was actually called Connecting with the Somatic Mind in the Act of Physical Creation. And so we've been talking about the things that we are developing and manifesting, and one of the things that we hadn't talked about is the brain-body connection and that feeling sense that people get. And sometimes I hear from people about, like, well, I had a gut check on it, or I got a feeling, or I felt like I didn't need to be there, or that felt really good and I just went with it. You hear things like this from people, and I believe that most people don't really quite understand how the mind of the body works. And the mind of the body is actually in your somatic cells. There are actually neurons that are connected all over the body. There's actually a network of 500,000 of them between the outside external body and what's actually in your stomach, in the gut, if you will, your God self, that interprets all of the data of the things that are around you and interprets that on behalf of your mind, so that you know what you saw, you know what you tasted, you know what you smelled, you know what you felt, and how it felt to you. And so, I'm really big on gut health personally, and I find it absolutely fantastic how many doctors I know that have taken the Hippocratic Oath, which was by Hippocrates, who was an astrologer and a student of the cosmos, who also said that any doctor that wasn't also an astrologer was a fucking fool. I would have to agree on some level, because there are some things that are external to us that affect us internally on different ways because of how the body receives data and feedback. And so, not calling all doctors fools, but if they did take the oath and aren't practicing these things, it kind of makes you wonder about stuff, doesn't it? Says the guy that recovered from cancer and had doctors telling him, oh, just eat McDonald's, just eat whatever kind of crap you want to stick in your head. They weren't all like that. Those are the ones I fired. If you have a doctor talking to you like that, and you have something going on that's a little fishy and flaky, and they're telling you to eat garbage food and just do whatever, you might want to look up the name Hippocrates and just read a little bit about who the oath was written about, that your doctor actually took an oath with, that is just completely probably out of their mind in terms of acting in a way that was in alignment with the philosophy of Hippocrates. And so it's a little funny. I'm going off on a little tangent here, but the truth of it is that you got to maintain also your gut health, because when you don't, it's like things are just getting escaped, and your brain isn't really able to handle some of the stress that happens, because things can literally leak into the body and poison the body. And so it really desensitizes people's ability to conceive things in a clear way with the somatic cells, with the bioenergetic feedback that all of us came gifted with. That's your natural gift. That's your natural God self that tells you where you are in time and whether things feel good, or your needs are being met, or you need other things. And so I would just say that, if you ever find yourself in a situation, especially right now, where you don't feel like your heart is in alignment with what it is that you really want, and you kind of feel like you're just like, you don't have that well feeling or something is missing, that is your body telling you something very important there. And, the thing is that your body and your humanity, your soul, okay, if we just look at it as a whole, has needs that need to be fulfilled. And anytime you get that feeling in your body, that is literally the somatic cells, the mind of your body, informing you as a sentient being that something is not right in that space. And so, the question is, what are we going to do about it? Right? So I'm just curious. I'm curious. What are you going to do about it? Me personally, I focus on gut health. I help people with leaky gut. I've taken a course with Dr. Axe where I can help people heal that. And I believe that part of the reason why I have healed from an incredible disease that I was told I would probably die from is because of how I healed my gut. And I know that it's given me a lot of miraculous powers of healing. Most people, when they see me, don't realize that I'm a 40-year-old man. I'm a 40-year-old man with no wrinkles at that, who has had cancer twice. I actually died. So I know that the brain-body connection is really strong. It's really important to focus on the clarity of this health here. And I'm just going to make another soft pitch on this, full moon that's coming tomorrow in Scorpio. A lot of people might be feeling sensitive. If you don't feel like you're in your alignment, it's a great time to start doing the cleansing. It's a great time to inventory the list of the things that need to change and to start taking those steps forward in the direction that actually feels good in your mind-body connection. So I'm going to leave you thinking about that. If you want some more information about this brain-body connection, and I highly recommend looking into it if that's the case, because this is actually how you start to manifest things in a way that feels good, is learning how to work with that feedback that you're getting. And so, especially for anybody that's been looking at developing their mediumship, taking care of yourself as a being is number one, and understanding how your brain works in this process is very good. I'm actually going to link the video from my mentor below and recommend that you click it, and let you know too, if you fill out the form, they're giving away some bonuses just to kind of help you hack your brain on this. So I definitely recommend doing that. And actually, if you put your information in the form, you'll be getting a call from me on a coaching session, because I am actually helping people that are interested in this kind of wellness, taking steps forward into a greater sense of health, prosperity, and well-being. So we're working at home together, and many of us. And anyway, I'm just going to leave you with that today. I'm going to drop the link below. Hit a brother up if you have any questions or if I can do anything for you. All right, I'll see you soon. Working on the Down and Dirty Daily next.